Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment on the video, let me know what you think. Now, in the scene with Martell and Chris, that was a complete bust to me because I thought that Chris was going to check Martell the way he needed to be checked. And it was like he just didn't. And from listening to Martell speak to Chris about Nell, I'm so glad that Nell is not a part of his circus anymore. Martell was talking way too reckless about Nell to Chris, and I was looking for Chris to basically snap and wring Martell's neck while he was sitting up there talking like he the man. Don't nobody disrespect him. I was looking for Chris to grab Martell and ask him, who the F you talking to? Like, let him know his phony suit wearing, nasty ass wine, no job having, bottom licking, illiterate self with no builder's license and illegitimate son having. I wanted Chris to get in his behind and let him know he better get some act right. I wanted Chris to let Martell know that his wife should never have to be worried about Martell saying anything to him or, overstepping his boundaries or whatever. I don't care how much of a friend you think you are to me. That's still my wife. I wanted Chris to hold Martell accountable. And he didn't do that. And I'm hoping that the editors made Chris look like a punk on purpose to be able to circle back later. No, scrap that. Regardless of editing, Chris looked like a straight up punk by allowing Martell to say whatever he wanted to say about Nell. And because it is like he disrespecting you by disrespecting Nell. Up until this scene, I was like, Chris ain't no punk. Chris gonna, check Martell and put him in his place. But this scene right here, it really pissed me off. And I'm like, Chris, if you not gonna check Martell like he need to be checked, because you looking at it as Martell being your little brother, and because you feel as though that him and Nell, they go back and forth with each other. No. Nell is still your wife above all else. That's it. Is nothing else to be said. And I don't care, each and every time Martell step out of line, he should have been checked right on the spot. And if Chris can't check him, doggone it, send in Lance. Hell, send in both your sons, because it's fair game. Because Nell is their mother. So if Chris, if you won't check Martell, I'm quite sure Lance is probably almost damn near Martell age. He can handle Martell, because one thing Martell gonna do is be Martell. And I'm quite sure that Martell is gonna pop off at try to pop off at Lance, Chris Jr., whomever, to try to get his point across and act like he the man. And if, like I say, if Chris not gonna check him, then doggone it, Lance need to check him and let him know that that's his mama, and Nell is off limits. I don't care what happened. I don't care what she say. Martell should have been checked and put in his place. And I feel as though that whomever at OWN or Carlos, somebody, whomever the powers that be, they need to give Martell, let him out of his contract and send him on his way. I mean, I can see how and why Martell and the Scott brothers get along so well, because all of them, they don't have no problem disrespecting a woman, but they feel as though a woman needs to stay in their place when it comes to them. And I'm like, Martell, he's sitting up there talking all this smack about Nell and disrespecting this, that, and the other, when he don't even respect himself. So he should start there. Doggone it, you got outside kids. You the girl you messing with put all your business out on Front Street on social media, but you worried about somebody else disrespecting you when you disrespect yourself by laying with the lowlifes. At least Nell was telling you the truth, trying to tell you something for your own good. But the bottom feeder that you messing with can say whatever they want to say on the internet. Like I say, I'm just glad that Melody has far removed herself from his ignorant circus behavior, and hopefully let this be his last season, because he went way too far trying to disrespect Chris and Nell. Like, I'm gonna check you because I've been on and I don't know if the editors fixed it or edited where it'll make Martell look like he checking Chris because Martell been on the show longer. And like I said, for Chris to have a chance to circle back and check Martell at a later time, I don't know. But I know right here, right now, Martell was wrong. And Chris, he did not do it justice. I mean, him steadily questioning Martell, no. He was supposed to snap off. Martell was supposed to have been slapped with big Lou hands. And that didn't happen. So, like I say, Chris, if you don't want to do it because you too close to Martell, you need to send in the troops, send in Lance, and let them handle Martell on behalf of his mom, on behalf of their mama. But that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.